Welcome to episode 5 of STS. It is the 13th of June, and I believe the game in the background that you can currently view and watch Kel not suck at is Mad Riders. Kel, is that correct?
You're assuming that I'm not sucking? That's, yeah, don't make that assumption.
So as far as... Hang on, I'm calling you out on this one before we go anywhere. I said to you, hey, can you grab some footage of something? And you were like, oh, I did so well, I don't actually have enough. Is that not true?
Yes, but it was sarcasm because I completely botched the first batch of footage.
Okay, but do you botch the game?
I glitched through a wall at some point, which is hilarious.
Oh man, I need to go and watch this video when we're done with it then. Okay, so, how are you then, Fluke? I can hear you laughing away in the background.
No bad. How's things?
Yeah, today was a bit interesting, what with funeral stuff. But apart from that, everything is fine and dandy. We have announcements and all kinds of crazy crap, so we should get a move on with this thing.
Yep.
So, Kel, hit me. What have you been playing and filming in the past week?
What I've been playing, I've been getting back into Final Fantasy XIV thanks to some nice screenshots and announcements at E3. Apart from that, I've been playing a bit of Bang Bang Racing, and I've gotten my hands on Mad Riders, which is in the background, and Babel Rising is on the way as well, which I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah, you tried the demo and you were like, okay, I have to pick this up.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what about video-wise in the past week? What have you done?
Video-wise, I've had the latest installments of the Minecraft Space Marine and Final Fantasy series. I think the Space Marine one now, it's about halfway through. But I do have to say that when that's finished, there won't actually be another series taking its place, as I'm moving on to more content like the other games I've been covering, Bang Bang Racing, Dirt Showdown, and so on.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, you were mentioning earlier, I'm not sure if you'll allow me to mention this one, if not, hang me, but you're focusing more on console than PC, but you're keeping PC in the background, you're not completely abandoning it, that's correct?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes there just may not be anything that I'm overly interested in the Xbox Live Arcade or on PSN that I want to look at, but it will mostly be console things I'm looking at because I have the setup to be able to do it, and I am interested in those small games that come out.
Yeah, plus also we don't, well, myself and Fluke, we don't focus on console gaming, so it's really nice to
on console stuff. I've always been a PC gamer.
Well, you don't have one either, do you? Because you have quite a small, tiny TV.
Well,
you splashed out on your PC.
Because I'm not interested, so I've never really put any money towards, the TV that you need for that. I'm just not interested.
Yeah, I can.
A lot of stuff comes out for the PC as well, and a lot of the stuff that comes out on the console is racing games, which are cool, which I quite like, or shooters, which I'd rather try and chew my own toenails than play with a joypad.
Yeah. Are you going to start a rant, or are we going to be able to move on?
I'm good. I'm under control.
Wow, look at that, impressive. Okay, so there's console gaming coming from you. Excellent, that's wonderful. Fluke, turning my eyes on you and glaring menacingly. What have you been up to in the past week?
I mean, like I'll poke in the eye. I've been playing a lot of Max Payne 3. Awesome game. What else have I been doing?
You haven't been able to put that down, really, have you?
I know, right? I didn't even expect it either, because it was like, yeah, Max Payne's coming out next week, and I'm going away. I went away at the 10th. I don't really think about it. Come back, I'm like, oh, Max Payne 3. Well, I'll just pick up a copy of that, and holy crap, this is awesome. That was it. Sucked in till I completed it.
It ate your time as far as I remember.
Didn't it just? I had some issues, and when I was messing around with my computer, changing some settings, and I managed to changing around my user profiles, and managed to bork my save file, and did not give a monkeys. Then I had to play through like 2/3 of the game again. And it was like, and I'm just going to play through this one.
There is one issue with it though. I'm instantly going to jump in. We're not going to sit here and discuss Max Payne for 15 minutes. However, the cutscenes give you the option to pause, but not skip.
They do once they've loaded in the background. That's the thing. It uses. You'll notice there's no loading screens.
Yeah, but the ones at the start, you can't really...
Because it's still loading all the assets in the background.
Which is really irritating when... How many times did you watch the intro screen movie?
Oh, 3 times. 4 times.
And it's quite long.
Isn't it? At one point I was just like, nope, not this time. Took my headphones off, put them on the stand, went downstairs for smoking a cup of tea. It was like, nope.
I was like, I'm going to go and have a drink. You can just keep doing whatever you want, Max. You can have a drink as well. Hey, Mazel Tov.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody's happy.
There you go.
So yeah, playing Max Payne. What else did I play? Some...
You were playing a dirty game that you weren't meant to play.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got it. a guilty secret that I'm actually quite enjoying playing around with magic. Because it's
I dragged you into that.
It's hilarious madness. That's what it is.
Yeah, I dragged you into that, like essentially kicking and screaming. It wasn't a video we were planning on doing. It was something accidental.
It wasn't even a game that interested me. It was like that's all like magic and wizards and holy crap! This is like bang. Did you see that?
It's chaos.
Try and heal you and stuff. And oh yeah, the combinations of the spells and just how manic it is. It's awesome.
It's rather crazy.
Yeah. What else did I do? I've done a few other bits and pieces, but nothing really to speak of. I've been playing around with Crater. Had a little play around with that. That seems interesting.
What was the sentence you said to me earlier regarding that? I'm going to get you to say it now on here. Regarding Crater and Diablo, what was
I'll probably end up playing more Crater than Diablo.
Which is a fantastic thing to hear regarding a game.
It just... I don't know. I've been... so far, I mean, I don't know what else they're planning for Diablo, but it's probably going to be paid expansions and the like. But I'm a little disappointed with how flat my character feels in Diablo. Because you can just go in and change your skills around, and yeah, that's all well and good, but it stops any character uniqueness of any real sort. Yeah. I know they're just trying to get away from all cookie cutter builds and things, but I just think they haven't done enough to change it. It's exactly the same, but now there's just no cost, and now people just change builds literally on the fly between fights. It's took a lot of the fun out for me.
Well, at the high end you have the Netherlands
Path of Exile, which is very much like Diablo, but a lot more indie by a New Zealand developer, for anybody who hasn't seen anything of it. Go and have a look at Path of Exile. It's a lot more complicated. The skill system in that is absolutely... I know we're trying to avoid F-bombs, but...
Fantastic.
Insane. Well timed. Yeah, the skill thing's like a massive spider web, and every time you get points you can just keep...
It's a sphere grid from Final Fantasy, and also...
I've never played Final Fantasy,
no, I know you haven't. And
who has, that'll mean something.
In that regard as well, it's also going to end up with a very elitist community, because it is a min-max game. And that may be a good thing, or it could potentially be a really bad thing.
It's also free to play, so anybody can technically just pick it up. And
yeah, but if anyone picks it up, joins the game, is expecting fun, and gets completely torn in half by min-maxes...
that depends if you're going in there wanting PvP, or wanting a game a bit like Diablo.
Anyway, we should move on.
Digressing quite a lot there. So what have you been up to this week?
Max Payne multiplayer more than the single player because it's amazing. I love the multiplayer. Cannot stop playing it. Grenade launchers are fantastic. What else? Playing a fair amount of Diablo, but not too much. Finally got my hardcore character into Nightmare, which is good.
I did notice that, yeah.
Video-wise, we've done... trying to rack my brain. Max Payne, first glance, second thought. Crater first glance, Resonance preview, which we were very thankful to get our hands on. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's not out yet, and it's awesome. Wonderful little point-and-click game. And Magicka as well, and they were all we've done this week in video-wise and my gaming-wise. My gaming-wise has been kept quite short because I've been doing all of this wonderful stuff in the background that I believe you two want to steal my thunder and announce.
Yeah, we're going to go and do Rezzed at the end of the beginning of next month.
What is Rezzed? Give people a quick...
6th and 7th. It's like a European better version, if you ask me, of a version of E3.
It's tiny compared to E3 though.
Yeah, I know, but that's why it's better. You get all the little indie guys down there. You get some of the really good, actually innovative games rather than just more of the bleeding sequels.
Okay.
What new did they actually announce at E3?
Stop ranting. Move it on. So where is it?
Down in Brighton.
Okay.
Brighton Centre.
On the 6th and 7th. So yeah, we'll be giving you fantastic coverage of that, and we're already setting up meetings and interviews and previews and all that kind of wonderful stuff.
See what we can get from down there.
But Kel's got a one-up on you, I believe. What's yours, Kel?
I kind of do. I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't get over to Rezzed myself, so I had to go looking for something that we might be able to do, and we ended up getting invited to the Eurogame Expo.
Yeah.
Wait, see?
It's happening in London at the end of September, and that's going to be the big one with all the big names down there.
See, he's kind of one-upped you on that one.
I know, right?
Also, Kel instantly ending his sentence the second my ginger beer bottle is up against my lips with that sweet nectar in my mouth. This is like dead silence. It's like, quick, swallow. So yeah, there you go. We will be covering the Rezzed Expo and the Eurogamer Expo in fantastic, like, full awesomeness and previews, interviews, and all
I'm
that
actually
kind of
quite
stuff.
looking forward to Rezzed because I want to know what's going on. And I don't.
I'm really.
Nobody else seems to be giving a monkeys, or nobody else seems to be mentioning anything of aliens, colonial
Rezzed
marines.
is a new thing.
I really want to know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I know you do, but
co-op horror be really good.
the indie guys are what I'm really looking forward to. Rezzed is a fairly new thing. I say fairly
Sega
new.
are sponsoring a bunch of indie guys down there.
I'm really looking forward to being able to see as many of those indie titles as I can, because they're the things that fascinate me more these days. The big titles, occasionally there is one or two that are really good, but more often it's things like Shoot Many Robots, Crater, Tiny and Big, all these wonderful games. These are the things
This is where all the original content comes from. This is
Yeah,
where all
because
the
they-
real thought
they
goes in.
can't
This is where the money really
survive.
comes from, that EA goes out and buys the damn studio once they
They
produced a good
can't-
game.
they can't survive by putting out things like Modern Warfares, because they're
it's trash and
fighting
they wouldn't
against
buy it
no,
from
but
a
they're
no-name.
fighting against giant franchises. You have to
Which
come up
have
with
the
something
marketing that
unique,
you just-
so that you can slip in, so that you have that USP, that niche.
Yep.
And I don't want to get into business talk, so we'll quickly divert from that one. Kel, what have you got coming up in the next week? Give me some info.
I'm going to have the next installments of Minecraft, Space Marine, and Final Fantasy playthroughs, along with I'm going to be taking a look at Mad Riders on the XBLA and Babel Rising when I get my hands on it. I'm also going to try to get my hands on Lollipop Chainsaw,
Ooh.
because that game looks hilarious.
I want to see that game. I would love for it to be coming on PC. I think I may actually have to pick up a copy for the Xbox. The cobweb-covered Xbox downstairs in our living room.
Where it belongs.
But yeah, I'm going to take a
it's-
look at that.
I think our Xbox has only ever dusted off to play MVC3. That's like the only thing whenever anyone else is around. It's just
Occasionally
MVC.
use it to watch something on the TV when we all want to.
But
nobody
even that's
bothered
getting
playing
scrapped because we have the media center now, so...
Yeah. Well.
Anything else then, Kel? Or just those? That's actually a fair amount. I say anything else. Look at me, working you like some sort of slave driver.
Pack
Yeah, I mean, that's potentially like 6 videos. That's a lot for me, considering everything else I've got going on.
Yeah. Okay. So,
God.
Xander, what's the next thing that we've got going on?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna have a little look at Crater, aren't we?
Yes, tomorrow I believe that is, on second thought.
Yeah. Not sure what we've got after that, to be fair.
After that, I don't think you're in any of mine for the rest of the week, but
Get some time off.
I know, right? Look at you, lucky man. I know that
I'm
I've
gonna
got...
make this a thing, man. I'm gonna see how many subscribers I can get on my channel without ever actually putting any content out.
That's a fatal thing. Don't say that. Oh dear. I know that I'll be taking a look at Adventures of Shuggy and I think Roller Coaster Rampage as that comes out near the end of the week. And also, on that regard, guys, don't forget that Tiny and Big comes out at the end of this week on Tuesday. So not technically the end of this week, but you know, the end of our week of this.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Tiny and Big, go check out the preview that we've got on my channel. We'll put a link and we'll make sure that Oatmeal drops a link somewhere for you guys. It's a fantastic game. It's not out yet. We're graced with a preview copy and it was brilliant and I loved it. And I'm definitely picking up a copy. But also, Kel, we have a surprise video on next Wednesday, don't we? Which will probably come out maybe before STS? Am I right in my logic?
I don't know, it looks like this time was your turn to catch me in the middle of a drink.
Aha! Yes! The tables have turned! Look at this one.
So far I'm the only one that hasn't got my pants around my ankles.
Yeah,
Well done.
caught Kel with his trousers down there like a good one.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, so what is it?
Magic the Gathering.
Yes, myself, you, and I believe Serge is crafting his evil plans.
Because
he's
it's
getting in on a Duel Little Planeswalkers 2013 video.
Yeah, it's been too long since he's tried to sabotage anything we've done.
You know what I'm actually going to do for this? I'm going to say this right now. Fluke, you're going to come and play this with us. And the reason for this is because there's a fantastic mode in Magic the Gathering called Arch Enemy. You see where this is going, Cal? I'm suggesting right now that me, you, and Fluke team up together as the mighty trio in an Arch Enemy game and smite the Surge. I think that could be quite good.
With this great plan in place, he's going to beat us.
He is probably going to beat us, but at least we get to yell at him quite a lot.
True.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We've got tons of stuff coming, Res coming, Eurogamer coming, lots of content for the next week, tons of videos for you to go and watch the last week, and I don't think there's anything else to cover. Is there really, guys?
I think that covers it.
No, can't think of anything.
Excellent. So from myself, Fluke, and Kel, if you have any questions, queries, or comments, of course, leave them down below, and we will catch you for the next video/videos. Peace.
In a while.
Stay awesome.